This looks pretty sick, right, RC drivers? It's a new addition to the Traxxas Fortec Drift lineup, a licensed Nissan 240SX. Let's start off with a couple teaser passes. This is it right out of the box, no changes, just threw a 2S battery pack in here. And look at this, guys, already drifting. Now, what's really cool about this Traxxas drift car is it's got a lot of different modes. We're gonna go over that a little bit. Do some donuts. And check this out. It's got a handbrake. Hit that, the rear wheels lock up, initiate your drift. That's so much fun. All right, let's go back to the studio and check out under the hood.
So it looks like Traxxas is working that Nissan partnership. Earlier this year, we saw them come out with the Nissan Pathfinder on the TRX4 platform, and now we have this 240SX on the Fortec Drift platform. So the body looks pretty cool. Available in two colors, red and black. I think those are the two signature colors for this. I think white would have been another cool option, but it looks like it's got a body kit on here, so it's got that JDM look, especially with the spoiler. We've got molded mirrors on the side, and they gave us blacked out windows again, just decals for the windows. Traxxas, you're killing us, especially since this body looks really good. No body clips on here, just the pull tabs underneath. Also wish they gave us some sort of option to put LED lights in here, and they didn't. Just decals for all of the lights, actually, and same with the tail lights. No pods in the rear, we just have a decal. Definitely like the ground effects on it. And the splitter up front fits nice and tight with the body, so it looks really good. All right, let's pop this thing off. Just one clip in the front, one in the rear, and this comes right off. See, unfortunately, no light buckets in there, but body, again, looks really good. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And now we'll take a quick look at the Fortec Drift platform. Again, we've seen this before. Caused a little bit of a stir when it first came out because it didn't conform to basically what the new drift cars are looking like with the motor up on top in the back. What they did here is obviously they reworked their four-wheel drive platform, and it does work well, especially if you're just going out and having fun drifting in a parking lot. This is really the car for you. If you're going to a circuit, you're probably gonna wanna look at more of a high-end drift car, but Traxxas is known for cars that you just go out and have fun with, and they're holding true to that. But they've made a change here that we need to talk about. I'm gonna start off in the front, and they gave us the option of more steering angle. So this car, as you see it right now, is fitted with their extreme angle steering kit. And basically what that is when you get this car, there's gonna be an extra package in there with new knuckles and new hexes to add to the front, so you can increase the steering angle by 18 degrees. And actually they give you a new servo arm as well. And that was one of the complaints that some people had about it. Didn't have enough steering angle, did have a lot before, but it has the option of more now. You're just gonna need to install it if you want to go ahead and use it. Now I know some people are gonna want that high steer option, and that is gonna be available separately. And in the future, the Mustang kit is gonna come with that package as well. Again, it's an option that you have to put on. It's already installed in this car, and it allows basically more clearance here. They shaved off the lower part of the steering boss, and there was a little stop tab that's now gone, and it gives you the angle. It clears that lower length. And the taller servo horn allows for more throw. And everything else is basically the same that we saw before on the Fortec Drift. We've got more of a stand-up style shock for the suspension, these high clearance arms in the front, and these standard Fortec rear arms. I like that they do give us adjustable tie rods, both for the steering and for the rear camber. Oil-filled shocks on all four corners. And the steering is specific to the Fortec Drift. It gives you a lot more steering angle, a lot more sweep in there. It's just a simple bulkhead up front to attach everything. There is some adjustability to the arms as well on top. You could rake some more caster in there. Then into the chassis, Fortec style chassis, no driveline to the front like you would see on the touring car. Just a fixed spool in the rear, and then no slipper clutch or anything, spur gear. Ball bearings inside, 48 pitch gears, and then it's got steel dog bones to the steel stub axles. Just really simple stuff, easy to access the battery. Foam bumper up front for some protection, and a nice smooth lower chassis, all countersunk screws and everything. Then they've done some special stuff with the electronics, more so in the radio system. For the motor, they do have a drift specific 21 turn 550. There's your XL5 speed controller with the ID plug and a 2075 steering servo. This is the plastic gear servo because it's on-road. You're not gonna be smashing into a lot of stuff to need metal gears. Inside the receiver box is a TQI receiver, and that's because it comes with the TQI radio system. Let me show you this really quick. And this is where you start to get into the functionality of this system. So what's cool about the Traxxas Drift is it's got a number of different modes. You can program the TSM in here to give you correction, both throttle and steering while you're drifting. And then you could actually go to just standard TSM mode where it does some steering correction. And then you could go to gyro mode, which is what most drifters are used to running with when they're running their drift cars. Each of them gives you a different feel, so you could go and tune the style of drift that is gonna work best for you. Then on the radio system, it's got a handbrake, so you could actually hit the brake button, the rear wheels will lock up and initiate your slide. Pretty cool stuff going on. Let me show you what else comes in the kit. You're gonna get some additional tires. The car comes with hards on them and then softs in the bag. And that's depending on the surface that you're running on. If you're running on a very hard surface, you're gonna want to put the soft tires on. They give you some basic tools. Here's that steering kit that I was telling you about, shock preload clips, and of course, an instruction manual. All right, let's head back out and see some more driving action.
All right, I got some cones set up now. We'll check out my drift skills. It's been a little while. But guys, right now it's like 18 degrees out. My hands are absolutely freezing. I don't know if I'm gonna be as precise as I need to be, but look at this. I'm not doing too bad, right? This is what's so cool about this Traxxas Drift car. So easy for anybody to do right out of the box. And there's a lot of drift cars out there. I know a lot of competition style kits, or high-end kits I should say. And those take some work to get it set up. If you're getting into it, it could be a little scary. But you also have to figure out what type of drifting you're going to do. If you're gonna just do drifting in a parking lot like this is where the Fortec really comes in, and I mean, just makes it super easy for you. Not something you're gonna find on a drift track somewhere. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some guys that have modified these things and they work really well. But for the parking lot, easy to access, all the parts, and so easy to drive. So that's just straight out of the box, stock steering angle. What I can do over here with the function knob is crank it up all the way. This is gonna give me maximum angle with that new high steer kit. Whoa, that's a huge change. Look at that. Really rotated around nice and tight now. Way more than before. Kind of squaring things up actually. We're just gonna have some fun in the snow. Look at this, guys. Just like the Mustang, totally dialed right out of the box. Now we got some more steering angle out of this. I think it's actually hooking up well in the snow. Look at this. Do the real drift guys drift in snow? All right, now check this out. Gonna go full throttle, handbrake it, kick it back around to the other side. Lots of control now. This thing looks good. All right, now for a little one-handed drifting. This is so I give you guys some close-up action. Got my MSM thumb steer on here to do that. Not too bad, right? Not super precise. I'm looking pretty good though. Little challenge, little pushing cones around. I think it just goes to show you how easy it is to drive this car. Look at this, one-handed. Oh, plowing. I was plowing. I'll take the hit on that one. So much fun, guys. All right, I'll smoothen out those corners for you. I was a little jerky on the corners. That's easier now. Look at that. Tons of steering angle. Still with the stock settings. I haven't touched anything yet. Again, we have those different TSM modes, gyro mode, and it's so cold out, I'm really not going to mess with it. If you want to check out those settings, definitely check out my Mustang drift video. I'll have a link up above to that. Go through all that. But here's something else I want to show you guys. Again, the brake. Hit that handbrake, that red button on the radio just initiates that drift. Super cool. Let's do a full sweep. So much control. So I think the body is pretty cool. Really excited to see that Traxxas is using up that licensing they got with Nissan, giving us some options beside the TRX4. But I do wish that they give us some more detail on this. I know they have the ability. You saw the new Bronco that they have, tons of detail on that, and the tinted windows. Wish they kind of carried it over here. But as far as making a capable drift car for anybody to just have fun with in a parking lot, yeah, the Fortec Drift, I mean, they nailed it, especially with all the functionality. It's a fun car to hit the parking lot with. Just not so much on an 18-degree day. My hands are freezing. If you're into this car, guys, I'll have links in the video description below. Oh man, it's cold.